Hello everyone. Today we're gonna talk about the two questions. Even though they are easy, it looks so difficult because of the complexity of the question. And let me introduce you the two questions and we can follow the step how we're gonna resolve them. Let's look. Some board games require the reduced number of cards, so it's just asking you to reduce by half. We already talked about this simplifying method, the encoding method, so you can just directly write down the key element of the question. The key element is asking you to round down the number and make it half. So what the question is, the number of cards you are holding by half rounded down. So you need to half the card and round it down, right? For instance, so the question is giving you the instance, so we can keep them in our mind. If you have 10 cards, you would reduce 5. If you had 11 cards, you would also reduce 5. So it's just asking you to round down. 12 cards, reduce 2. It means that you just need to divide the number of cards that the user entered divided by 2. It's so easy. So in this question, in order to build a program, we need to use input. So number of cards that need to be entered by the user. Input. Just ask how many cards do you have? And user enter something, for example 10. Okay, then what we're gonna print out is after reducing, have, let's put comma and num card that we stored the variable that the user enter and divided by 2. Just a quick note. If you directly divide it by 2, the result is going to be float. So the question is asking you round it down. So you need to put another divided by sign like that. Let's look at the answer. How many cards do you have? Let's say 12. Yeah. Well, okay, we forgot evolve, right? Because the input doesn't accept integer. Okay, let's run again. 12, it gives you the integer. Again, 11 give you 5 because we are rounding down. Okay, let's look at the second question.
Now, the second question said that in 24-hour time, hours run from 0, which is midnight, to 23 o'clock, which is 11 p.m. and it's asking for the program that asks the user current hour. Okay, and it's also said how many hours in the future they want to go. Okay, this is the structure of the program we would like to write down. And the next thing, it is required have the program print out what the hour will be. The hours in the will be that many hours in the future. So for instance, it's also given an example. It's that it is 13 o'clock now, and 27 hours from now it will be 16 o'clock. So there is also a hint. It says the mode operator should be used. Okay, so let's building the question together, and we're gonna assign a new variable. We will use it in the program, and we will use the input function to receive the collect information from the user, and we will ask for the what hour is it now. Okay, so the user will enter a number, so that's why we will convert the input to number like the eval. Using the eval function, we are able to convert the entered information to number. And right after that, we will use the calculation to go to feature hour, right? Because it says the we will ask the current hour, and we will go to how many hours in the feature. We will go that time. In order to do that, we will convert the number to o'clock. So the o'clock is 24th. Sorry. So as per the question, we have to convert, as per the question, it says to write a program that asks the user the current hour. So the next thing, we will ask the feature, right? How many hours in the feature they want to go. That's why we will create another input for this. So we can call it like the delta variable name, and we will use again the input, and we will also ask the question to the user that how many hours into the feature do you want to go. Okay, and we can put a question mark as well, and we need to also convert it to number using the eval function. And next thing, we will use a calculation method to calculate how we can convert these numbers to 24th base, because the clock works based on the 24 hours, right? So that's why we will use the print function, and we also write the new hour is, then comma, we can do the calculation inside the print function, as you know, and we will sum up the hour and the delta variable, and the output of the hour and the delta variables are the numbers, and we will use the mod function, because when you sum up the hour and the delta variable and divide it by it to 24, then remaining is gonna be show you what is the clock in the feature. Okay, let's print out like what we can write down. Exactly, we're gonna do this one. We can say the 13. Okay, we're gonna go to 24/7 hours. We are just repeating the example in the question. And 27, it says 16 o'clock. Perfect, it says 16. So the logic is exactly it is. So it's easy, as you can see. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget the space after what you write, because the result is gonna be like that. Okay, I will just want to show that too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next question.